Bienvenidos, esto es missteensupragrandinternational 2021. Soy Carlos Cabero y estoy muy contento de poder llevar la conducción de este evento. Esta noche me acompaña en la conducción, ¿quién es? La representante de la organización missteensupragrandinternational, la señorita Yaritza Calderón. Yaritza, hello, how are you?
Hello, Carlitos. Hello, everyone. I'm super excited of hearing all the girls that are going to talk about this message that's super important for this organization. That is called the campaign, If You Attack Me, You're Attacking Yourself. So please, this is really important. I hope you guys receive the beautiful message from all these beautiful candidates.
Así es, mediante este mensaje, si me atacas, te atacas a ti mismo. Durante todo este tiempo en nuestras diversas redes sociales y en todas nuestras plataformas llevamos este mensaje en contra del bullying cibernético. Y hoy nuestras participantes tienen un mensaje para absolutamente todos ustedes. ¿Qué les parece si comenzamos de una vez la participación y a escuchar cada una de las opiniones y mensajes y soluciones que tienen estas fantásticas 15 participantes? Y comenzamos con Argentina, Lucy Arrua.
El 2 de mayo, por iniciativa de la ONG Argentina Bullying Sin Fronteras, se conmemora el Día Internacional de la Lucha contra el Bullying.
On May 2nd, at the initiative of the NGO Argentina Bullying Without Borders, is commemorated all over the world on the International Day to Combat Bullying.
El 80% de los casos ocurre en el ámbito escolar. Se trata de cualquier tipo de agresión física, psicológica o sexual ante una persona reiteradas veces.
For some of the causes occur at the school environment, and it is about any physical, psychological and sexual aggressions against a person repeatedly.
Esto conlleva a graves consecuencias, como baja autoestima, depresión, ansiedad, problemas de conducta y, en el peor de los casos, la muerte.
To serious consequences such as low self-esteem, anxiety, depression, behavior problems, and it's a worst case death.
Y es allí donde debemos estar más presentes que nunca, brindando nuestro apoyo, buscando ayuda profesional y no callando estas situaciones.
This is where we must be more present than ever, showing our support, requesting professional help, and not keeping silence in these situations.
Según las estadísticas, 7 de cada 10 niños sufren bullying. Y según la UNICEF, 1 de cada 3 sufren acoso escolar.
According to current statistics, 7 out of 10 children and adolescents are victims of bullying, and according to UNICEF, 1 in 3 suffer from bullying.
Al no hacer nada contra el acoso, somos cómplices de los perpetradores. Si me agredes, te agredes a ti mismo.
By not doing anything against bullying, we are partly accomplices of the perpetrator. If you attack me, you attack yourself.
And the next candidate is Brazil, Maria Fernanda Sagin.
Hi, my name is Maria Fernanda, Miss Brazil Team Super Grand International, and I'm here to talk about cyberbullying. Bullying, systematic and repetitive breeds of acts of physical and psychological violence, such as intimidation, humiliation, name-calling, and physical aggression by a person or group against and in individual. The advance in the use of internet, in the growth of social network, have provided us with many benefits, including closer relations with geographically distant relatives and friends, increase in communication and development of home office activities. However, with this advance, the well-known bullying adopted a digital version too dangerous, and with faster spread, cyberbullying takes the essence of the already known bullying and uses the internet to send texts or images with the intention of the hurting, intending to hurt or embarrass another person. The impacts on the victim can range from low self-esteem to suicide. In Brazil, cyberbullying in schools is growing and worrying, and we need to change this reality. My name is Maria Fernanda, and I want to invite you to find with me for this cause. I want to be the voice of those who suffer from virtual aggressions and use this platform to not only raise awareness, but fight any and all forms of aggression, whether a physical or verbal. Remember, if you attack me, you attack yourself. That's enough. We can't lose any more lives for something so cruel.
And now the candidate, Colombia, Estefanía Castellano.
Technology has allowed us to advance in knowledge. It has allowed us to know the world through internet access. Currently, interacting with people from other countries is very easy. Enter a word chat and start meeting people is very good. Although, there are also risks that can change your life completely. Today, I want to talk about cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is such a serious problem that it has generated great statistics in the world and is shown as a crime at a global level. It is an act of intimidation that is carried out through digital platforms and technologies. It is continuous actions that generates fear and humiliation to others. The effects can be mental, emotional, and physical. This crime is so dangerous that it can lead to taking people's lives. However, it is possible to overcome it, regain self-confidence and help. The nations have taken legal matters on cyberbullying and have formulated sanctions to protect the integral rights of the victims. It has also managed to establish regulations, access limits, and detection protocols in social networks and other cybernetic spaces. It is satisfactory to know that we are promoting the good use of the internet, but we are also clear that punishment is not the most effective way to change the behavior of bullies. Young people, it is a call that I make on this global platform called missteensupragrandinternational, a call to form the team to face and defend against cyberbullying, assertive communication, raise awareness about the proper use of the internet, take care of our privacy and warn of the risk of lack of security, omit to disseminate personal data, report and use the necessary methods to prevent this crime. It is time to become aware of the use responsible for new technologies. Because if you attack me, you attack yourself.
And now we continue with Costa Rica, Nayeli Valverde.
Hola, me emociona llegar con mi voz a muchas partes del mundo para hablar del cyberbullying, donde miles de jóvenes hemos sido afectados desde memes, llamadas, mensajes e incluso stickers.
Hello, I am excited to be able to reach many parts of the world with my voice to talk about cyberbullying, which has affected thousands of young people with messages, insults, calls, memes, and even stickers.
Por medio de esta plataforma, muchos países están escuchando mi voz y sé que puedo ser de gran ayuda para cada uno de ustedes.
Through this platform, many countries are listening to my voice, and I know that I can be of great help to each of you.
Vivimos en una sociedad donde ahora todo lo manejamos por redes sociales y muchas veces no la utilizamos de la mejor manera. Muchas veces la utilizamos para insultar o ofender sin saber el impacto que podemos llegar a tener en la vida de cada una de las personas. Por eso, hoy quiero decirles que seamos más conscientes y empáticos con los nuestros para poder llevar unas redes sociales más sanas y responsables.
We live in a society where everything is handled by social networks, and many times we do not use them in the best way. Some people use it to insult or annoy without knowing the impact it can have on a person's life. We have to be more conscious and empathic with each other to be able to make our social network healthier and more responsible.
Hoy me gustaría ser parte de la solución y que vos también lo seas, ya que muchas personas, al igual que yo, hemos sufrido por bullying en redes sociales. Muchas veces nos sentimos en una situación de mucha desesperación y no sabemos cómo salir de ahí. Así que hoy te invito a que seas parte del cambio y que denuncies si conoces a alguien o si estás en esta situación.
Today, I would like to become part of the solution along with you, since many people like me have suffered from bullying through social networks, and we often feel defenseless. Many times we have faced situations of great despair and we don't know how to get out of them, so I invite you to report this kind of conduct if you ever find yourself or someone you know in this position.
Como dice Teen Fruits, nunca seas maltratado en silencio. No permitas a ti mismo ser una víctima. No aceptes que nadie defina tu vida, defínete a ti mismo.
As Tim Field says, never be mistreated in silence. Never allow yourself to be a victim. Do not accept that anyone defines your life. Define yourself.
And now we continue with Ecuador, Rosemary God's Song.
En el mundo, 6 de cada 10 estudiantes
In the world, 6 out of every 10 students face some kind of bullying situations in children and adolescents, causing serious damage to their integral development and leaving sequels that will affect them at the time and during the course of their lives. Bullying has no age or gender. These are perverse and violent acts that attempt against the physical, psychological, and moral integrity of the person, known as a social phenomenon that develops mainly in educational centers. On the other hand, the internet has become a universal communication tool that can be used for good or bad. This is the region of cyberbullying, which is a psychological abuse of the person committed through the use of technological means like cell phones. I believe that bullying is an act of cowardice and disrespect for both the victim and the person who practices it. No one is more or less. We are all equal with the same rights and duties. I believe and affirm that we have no authority to dismiss a person either by social, economic, or other conditions. We must all respect each other and fight day by day for a world where we are socially equal, humanly different, and totally free. My job as missteensupragrandinternational International 2021 will be to look for ways to act on the problem, working on prevention programs to avoid bullying cases such as educational talks, keeping the lines of communication open, promoting tolerance, inclusion, and setting an example of how to treat others with kindness and respect. Remember, if you attack me, you're attacking yourself.
And we give the lead to Spain, Maria del Carmen Rodríguez.
Pues abuso, acoso a niños que no se pueden defender, adolescentes, hay de todo. Yo, gracias a Dios, no, pero hay conocidos, niños, cualquier niño sí. Pues bullying, un niño que no se puede defender, sabemos que no se va a defender, pues un grupo de niños abusan de él, le pegan, de todo. Y no hace falta pegar porque el cyberbullying es por internet y también por insultos y eso, pues hay gente que llega a suicidarse. Pues siempre pidiendo ayuda, a un adulto, ayuda profesional siempre. pues que pidan ayuda profesional, pero primero siempre a sus familiares, cercanos, amigos, siempre tienen que decirlo, nunca se lo callen porque es peor. Pues que eso está muy mal, que no llegas a ningún lado haciendo eso y que el karma llega y que si tú le haces el mal al otro, pues el mal te va a llegar a ti. Pues si son menores los que acusan, pues yo les llevaría a un colegio que les forme bien, porque eso no está bien, y si son mayores, pues a la cárcel, vamos. Porque esto es irrelevante. Si tú me agredes, te agredes a ti mismo.
It's time to present Ghana, soon to break up a coup.
Hello everyone, Opokuchua Mesinda Bright is my name. I am 18 years old and a proud citizen of Ghana. Cyberbullying, I would say, is the negative comment, threat and harassment people, most especially the youth, receive from other people through the social media or the internet. This tends to put fear, depression, low self-esteem and lack of confidence to these young kings and queens, most especially beautiful ladies who qualify to be beauty queens. Body shaming and other negative comments like you are too ugly, you are dark, you are not capable, you are not smart tends to put fear into these young kings and queens. I have been a victim of this scam, but not anymore, since I decided to live on the positive side of life, accept good encouragement, and try to grow on accounts that tries to kill my spirit. This and many more other remedies can be used for people out there whose integrity and personality has been snubbed. The youth have been bullied enough and have been kept in the prehistoric dark ages for centuries, and now is the time to raise the flag of freedom. Let's all stand and say no to cyberbullying, because we might be of different pages but of the same story, and so therefore, if you attack me, you attack yourself.
And now the following up is Honduras, Melody Dilbert.
A decade ago, back to when I was a child, we did not have cyberbullying. We only had upright bullying. But due to the use of so many social media, now we have people that sit behind screens and cameras and hurt other people without knowing the actual effect that they have on us, not only mentally but emotionally. And not all of us can take on these situations. Sometimes we raise our voices but we are not heard. What do I want to say with this is that sometimes when we know this, we say it at the moment, but there's no one that really can do anything. We tell our friends or family members, even though our mom, she will try and say things, but it won't really help. In my personal opinion, I feel that we should work on our confidence. Due to that, not many people will be able to harm us because we are confident in ourselves and we know who we are. We know that we are beautiful inside and out. And like that, no one can ever harm us. Because literally, not many people can do anything about cyberbullying except for yourself. To not expose our personal information as much. Yes, we're allowed and we should have our social media, but not expose ourselves to the level where someone can literally harm us by just going into our Facebook or Instagram, not post where we live, where we are at the moment. Because due to this, a lot of people can find us and not only harm us virtually, but they can also harm us in person.
Upcoming, Mexico, Nervi López.
El cyberbullying es una problemática que ha tenido un gran impacto alrededor del mundo. Y esto con el tiempo se ha ido normalizando, que 7 de cada 10 niños sufren de algún tipo de acoso.
Cyberbullying is a problem that has had a great impact around the world, and this has become normal over time that 7 out of 10 children suffer from some type of bullying.
Durante estos tiempos de pandemia, debemos de utilizar las redes sociales para algo de beneficencia, como estar en contacto con nuestros seres queridos para poder sentirlos cerca y apoyarnos para poder sobrellevar esta situación de la mejor manera.
During these times of pandemic, we must use social networks for something of benefit, such as being in contact with our loved ones to be able to feel close and support us to be able to cope with this situation in the best way.
Las redes sociales pueden ser un arma muy peligrosa si no se les da un buen uso. Recuerda que nadie puede hacerte sentir inferior sin tu consentimiento. Eres una persona increíble, no dejes que alguien te diga lo contrario.
Social networks can be a very dangerous weapon if they are not put to good use. Remember that no one can make you feel inferior. Without your consent, you are an incredible person. Do not let someone tell you otherwise.
Si en algún momento sufres de cyberbullying, recuerda que no estás solo. Yo estoy contigo.
Have you ever suffered from cyberbullying? Remember that you are not alone. I am with you.
We continue with Nigeria, Shalom Osiako.
Today, I'll be speaking on a topic well known to us all, cyberbullying, otherwise known as the brutal harassment of individuals via electronic channels. The launch of internet has by far made the world a better place. And the proof of this is evident in the pandemic and the post-pandemic era. One fantastic example of a cyber breakthrough is this event, the missteensupragrandinternational International 2021, which I'm privileged to be a part of today. However, with all breakthrough comes difficulties and setbacks, which must be controlled and addressed, else it turns into an even bigger problem. Brutal harassment individuals as at the past time was a physical activity, and yes, it was still common amongst the teenagers. The most overlooked reality of cyberbullying is the fact that an attack on one is an attack on all. If you attack me, you attack yourself. Even I myself is a victim of the ills of cyberbullying. It hurts to lose someone you care about without a fighting chance. My friend once had to go through this cruel cyber culture. Very popular in art today is the slang trolling. This is a form of cyberbullying that takes place in online communities such as online gaming and social media, where users comment negatively on the person's first intention of self-amusement, second in order to cause shame and pain to the victim. My friend once mispronounced the word while leading her school in an inter-school debate. That unfortunate moment got to the internet. That was when I never saw a lively smile on my friend's face. She plunged into a life of social withdrawal and second-guessing her very own intelligence for as long as I remember. The reason I say that this causes twice the impact of catastrophe on the victim is because Annie didn't have to deal with it just in school. She had to deal with it in her community. She had to deal with it in her home, in her bedroom. She had to deal with it wherever she found herself with her phone. I lost a friend to an event, and no, Annie didn't just die physically, mentally, socially, and emotionally. Annie never returned. Up till today, I can't stop myself from grieving. Statistics shows us that the most affected victims of cyberbullying are teenagers, and the same are the perpetrators. Why has this become a dormant act in the life of us teenagers? Do we not know that in long term there is no satisfaction for neither the victim nor the perpetrator? I believe that lack of wisdom is the reason people perish. Hence, there is strong call for awareness. We need more than a consciousness that goes beyond the meaning of an ordinary word. We must put cyberbullying under captivity. Therefore, we must act towards change. We must approach cyberbullying with consciousness to be alert and to correct to address where there is obvious needs. Do not favor a perpetrator because he or she is your friend. If it's cyberbullying, it's wrong and should be stopped. As we engineer change in our today's cyberspace, we all have roles to play. If I'm crowned missteensupragrandinternational International 2021, I'll use my crown alongside the Shalom Osiako's Foundation with its resources and channels to create more awareness to the public on cyberbullying consciousness. Because the simple truth still remains, if you attack me, you attack yourself. Allow me to humbly ask to look at your time. I believe the clock is saying the same thing to me as it is saying to you. It's time for change. It's time we take complete action to put an end towards cyberbullying era. Thank you.
And now, missteensupragrand Panama, Yanaxa Martinez.
There's no hero to save you, you have to become your own hero. Zempa Kyoshi. Hello to everyone, my name is Yanaxa Martinez. and I'm missteensupragrandinternational 2021. I'm really grateful for being here with all of you, talking about this important issue. Cyberbullying is carried out without digital media and a serious problem of social harassment that affects people around the world. But do we really know what cyberbullying is and how we can help to solve it? Cyberbullying cases have three common features that aggravate the harassment that comes in many different ways. Anonymous to attack their victims, to the lack of precision of the damage by the person that is leaving it. And for last, to imaginary roles in digital. We must be clear that the safe and healthy use of the internet is an important weapon, and this information is essential to stop digital harassment. Someone that goes into this, I see me right now, let me remind you that you're a warrior. I know your feelings and insecurities, but let me tell you now, you're a cocoon, but tomorrow you will be a butterfly that will open your wings to a new future and follow all of your dreams. Thank you all, and remember, if you attack me, you attack yourself.
And the 12th candidate is Paraguay, Ornella Pimentel.
Hello, my name is Ornella Mendoza. I'm 18 years old and I am Miss Teen Supergram, Paraguay.
The cyberbullying by disgrace, it happens to a lot of people every day. Being exposed to social network has consequences. If you share your life with the world, the people can talk about that. It's part of the game, and you have to assume that. We all can say anything about everyone, and it's impossible to be like it, be everyone. But the question is, where is the boundary, the limit? Are you having fun? Do you spend good time trying to hurt people? It's important to say that anyone can be a victim, so we have to be conscious about the situation and don't bother anyone or feed this kind of attitude. Maybe today it won't go beyond just a comment and do not affect anyone directly, but in the future it can happen to you or a friend. It can happen to all of you, and remember, if you hurt me, you hurt yourself. Don't let anyone or anything stop you from pursuing your dreams just for that you're going to be happy.
It's time to present Peru, Yesenia Mendoza.
In the world, there are many people who rejoice when they hurt other people, using social media to attack. They believe they are superior when they see the sufferings of the most defenseless. They think that by hurting other people, they can feel happiness, but it is life. They only hurt themselves with the hatred they carry in their hearts. Envy, resentment, and anger are feelings that we must undo from our lives and fill ourselves with love and peace. That is why we must say no to the violence.
Upcoming is Puerto Rico, Adelies Gonzalez.
If you hurt me, you hurt yourself. We were born to live with others. We were born to live in society with family, friends, and even strangers. Let's not forget that we share this planet with animals and nature. Every individual is a part of a whole, or planet. When one of these aspects is attacked or hurt, it will affect each individual one way or the other. When pain is inflicted, the person causing it is affected too. Negative feelings emerge on both sides. That is why if you hurt me, you hurt yourself. It is why we should focus in love and kindness, because what we give is what we receive. Thank you.
And now, Uruguay, Antonella Baldassari.
Nowadays, technology is part of our daily routine, and what is more, social networks has an important place in the life of every single person. They are an excellent tool of work, entertainment, and to keep in contact with every single person around the world. But, unfortunately, hiding behind virtual sites, there are people who enjoy hurting others by the only reason of casting the match. This is one of the biggest problems that my generation has. When you are a famous person or a beauty queen, you are in the public eye. For those reasons, people think that they have the right of tell us everything that they want, even when those comments can make us feel sad, insecure, amused. Those actions create stereotypes, and people think that they have to fit in them. We have to respect others people's lives and decisions, to avoid making bad comments about others, and to being more empathic and putting emphasis in mental health. If you are one of those people who enjoy hurt others behind your screen, to really think about it. Because when you attack others, you are attacking yourself.
Y esta fue la competencia en la cual nuestras candidatas indicaron que tienen un mensaje en contra del bullying cibernético. Este fue el foro en el cual todas y cada una de las 15 participantes indicaron que estaban en contra de todas las agresiones que reciben día a día a través de todas las plataformas y redes sociales. De esta manera, nosotros queremos dar nuestro apoyo absolutamente a cada una de las personas que hoy por hoy sufren de bullying a través de las redes sociales. ¿Qué te pareció el mensaje que cada una de las participantes nos dio?
Well, I think it was beautiful, all the messages from all the beautiful candidates. I feel like they really appreciate this campaign, and I really think that it's important because we should stop cyberbullying on all these digital platforms. So please, let's not attack all these beautiful women and all type of genders. Thank you.
Así es, esta ha sido la competencia missteensupragrandinternational International 2021. Estamos muy cerca de poder llegar a la noche final. Dentro de muy poco tiempo conoceremos quién es nuestra primera reina internacional. Recuerden seguirnos en todas nuestras plataformas de Facebook, Instagram y YouTube, y agradecer por supuesto a quien es partícipe y en donde estamos en estos momentos, que es Crea Digital. Con nosotros eso es todo y les deseamos una muy buena noche. Hasta la próxima. Bye bye.
Bye.